OMG. Ah! Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Give me a second to make sure that I'm doing this thing correctly. If y'all are here in the chat, go ahead and say what's up in the chat. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Hi. Ah! Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm actually really nervous. Oh my gosh. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Did y'all grab your tea? It's community time. I definitely should have chosen a better outfit, child. Okay, let me get my life. Okay, camera looks good. You like, because I was stressed. I was like, should I do the camera or should I just do the webcam? Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Okay, I actually should probably look at you guys instead of looking down here, but I'm still trying to figure out what my setup is going to be. I definitely wanted to like have a microphone for this. I did bring a podcast microphone. The quality is crisp. Thank you so much, Brianna. You're so sweet. But I didn't want there, like I told you guys, I didn't want too many technical difficulties. So I'm just gonna do one thing at a time, like make sure you guys can see me, then make sure you guys can hear me, then we'll do plugins and stuff like that. But here we are. Okay, so maybe I won't have this right here. I thought that I wanted it here. What I really need is another one of these things that I have this on. It's okay. We'll get some we'll make a shopping list for the Beauty and Brains community time. Okay. Wow, this is so exciting. This is so fun. Okay, give me a second to set myself up, you guys. I'm not set up at all. And it's because I literally decided to do nothing with my entire day, take a Sabbath, if you will, which love that for me. That's great. That's fine. That's dandy. However, um, we got to work. We got to get to work. So I want to welcome you guys to the Beauty and Brains community time. Wow! Welcome, 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 welcome. I'm in the chat. I'm looking at you guys. So definitely make sure that you continue to talk. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of like to warm me up. Okay, so Beauty and Brains is a weekly live interactive YouTube show where like minded professional school students and young adults can congregate, network, exchange advice, and take a break away from our studies and busy lives for community, connection, peer mentorship, and encouragement. Okay, I'm going to start off by sharing the verse of the day. Um, and I want to encourage you guys to talk back to me in the live chat. I see already you guys telling me where you're watching from. I'm so excited. Okay, so we've got somebody from Connecticut. I have been to Connecticut before to watch Miss America. Arkansas. Hey, Arkansas. I just went to Arkansas for the first time this summer and it was hot. Okay, it was hot. Yeah, why did I press go live without even like taking a moment to be like, okay, here we go. I literally was just like, live. Washington State, woo woo, Miami, oh my gosh, you guys are from all over. This is so exciting. Okay, haven't been to Kansas, haven't been to Louisiana. I really, really, really want to go. Well, which part of Louisiana? Because obviously, I'm a really big outside fan of New Orleans. I say outside because I have never been. I have no reason to be a fan other than Princess and the Frog, which is like my favorite Disney movie. So Washington State, hey from Tennessee, Delaware, Mississippi, Birmingham, Alabama, Atlanta. Oh my gosh, Virginia Beach, Virginia, North Carolina, New Jersey, South Carolina, Detroit, New Orleans. You guys are literally from everywhere, and that is so exciting. Well, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm so excited to spend a little time with you all. Tell me, please, that you guys got some tea. Like, I know you're not about to just watch community time and not have your own tea. Today, this tea was very it wasn't made with love, but it was made with you all in mind. I made it so quickly. Let me tell y'all where I went wrong. It's pretty good. Okay, and it's not too hot. Perfect. Tea. So like I said, today I basically did like a Sabbath, and I did have some things for work to do, but like very minimal, because yesterday for work was absolutely crazy. I was going from like sun up to sundown. I woke up earlier than normal. I went to the gym earlier. I did my gym routine. Like I just had stuff, so much stuff going on all day long. Impromptu meetings, dentist appointment, all the things, right? And so I was like, Wednesday, tomorrow, I'm not doing. I just wanted a really chill day. So I read my book. This is the current book that I'm reading. I think it'll be really cute as we move forward with the community time to do like some book clubs. Comment down below what book you guys are currently reading. If you guys don't know, is it backwards for you guys? It probably is. This is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, and it's one of the Hunger Games novels. Oh my gosh, you're reading the same book. Yes, Sydney, book twins. I love that for us. Which part are you at? Well, don't tell me which part. Not backwards. Perfect. Thank you, Kelsey. I'm on chapter 15. So making good, about halfway, almost halfway through. Making good progress. I'm in my reading era, since I'm not in school, I'm really trying to like take this time as I'm just being Brelynn and enjoy books again. And I was doing a lot of like devotional style books, and I talk about this in the vlog because the vlogs are coming back. I've been vlogging. Y'all know I've been on my Zoom. Okay, I've been doing homework even though I haven't been posting it. But I've been doing my homework. I've been vlogging. I actually decided not to vlog this week because I was like, I have so much backed up content that by the time you guys see it, it's gonna be so late. So I'm just gonna wait. But oh my gosh, from Cape Town, South Africa, the South Africa girlies are in the chat. Hey. Confessions of an Alleged Good Girl. Ooh, that sounds good. My book list right now is so long. Anyway, I read about 9 chapters of this today. I literally sat on the couch and I read 9 chapters, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go work out. And then somebody was like in the little, I don't normally work out in the evening time. I forgot that, like, you guys know how they say, mainly like on TikTok and I guess on Instagram and stuff too, how if you go to the gym in the morning time, like you're elite, like that's an elite class of people. And the people who go in the evening time, like okay, like the after work people, you're not as good. That's how I feel. I feel like when I go to the gym in the morning time, okay, from Largo, Maryland, Elizabeth, that's you down the street. But I feel like when I go in the morning time, I'm better than everybody. I'm starting my day off right. I just feel elite. I wasn't elite today, but that's okay because I wanted to rest. But y'all, the gym is so busy at 5 p.m. I'm like, okay, this is very ghetto. Somebody was in my room. Somebody was on my machine. So I was cutting it very close and I wanted to wash my hair because tomorrow I'm doing something fun. And so I think I'm going to like flexi rod this hair. So I was like, I could just like wear it wet for CommuniTEA time. And then on not Tuesday, yesterday was Tuesday, so I guess it was Monday, I washed my makeup brushes. Been trying to do really good with that. I know this seems like a big ramble. The point is that I was not only rushing, but like it was one of those things where like nothing was going right, and it was no fault of my own. Only thing that I had to do today, other than a few things for work, was literally CommuniTEA time. And I was like, I'm gonna get fully glam and curl my hair. Then I was like, oh, I'll just go to the gym. That way I can shower and then get ready. And then, child, here I am with wet hair that looks a hot mess because I hate messing with lace. I hate it. I hate the lace, man. Because one day you cute, next day it's the boot. Okay, I'm about to take this out of my head so fast. Like I'm literally about to reach out to my stylist and be like, can I get an appointment? Because when you leave fresh out the chair, it looks good. Hopefully this camera isn't too crisp, so y'all don't be looking at my lace because I tried to fix it. I tried to wash my hair and like with the working out, it does pretty well, but I think I went a little bit too far. I was like, oh shoot. Now I have to try and let me not spill this. Anywho, partner plot. The partner plot. What's that about? And one day you cute, next is the boot. I'm telling y'all. But I say that to say that I don't feel the cutest right now. Like, what is it about when you do your makeup for the first time after washing your makeup brushes? It never turns out good. It's like your brushes have to just have a little bit of something on them. Am I the only one? If they have to have a little bit of something on them, or else they will not, it won't do what it's supposed to do. So my makeup, but listen, I'm still cute. Okay. Hello. Welcome to the CommuniTEA time, you guys. I'm gonna share. You have to season the brushes. Exactly, Bria. I'm just glad I'm not alone. I feel like y'all are far away. Should I zoom y'all in? Or maybe it's the fact that this thing has me. Let's get comfy. I feel the same way about my edge brush. I could see that too. I could totally see that. I am ready for love. The beat is always cute. Thank you, boo. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Okay. Verse of the day. Also, I want you guys to spill the tea in the chat. Good news, bad news. What's something good that has happened to you? What's something not so good that has happened to you, but you just want to share so that the community can encourage you with whatever's going on your week. So yeah, we're gonna do a little mini Bible study. Oh, little stories from Wattpad. Urban romance with a hint of ratchet. It takes me from my adult responsibilities as a counselor. You know what, Jasmine? I love that for you. If that's what you love, I love that for you as well. This y'all gonna be a mess. This stream is gonna be a mess. Hold on, wait, what is this? Ads will run shortly for some viewers. What does that mean? Now, I haven't done live on YouTube in a while. Not too long though. But YouTube is ever changing. So who really knows? Maybe I should prepare myself. Are you all going to get ads? Like, do I continue talking? Do I take a break? I don't mind a couple of ad breaks. Now it's talking about 25 seconds. Okay. Let me say the verse of the day. I believe I can do it in 20 seconds. Matthew 6:30. And if God cares so wonderfully for wildflowers that are here today and thrown into the fire tomorrow, he will certainly care for you. Why do you have so little faith? What y'all talking about? I really don't know what's happening with ad inserted. Let me know when y'all get back if y'all got an ad right now. And if so, did it completely like ruin your vibe? I wish I would have chose a different outfit today. This one is giving a little frumpy. Oh, you guys are giving me your good and bad. Okay, cool. I want to get a little bit more comfy because I'm not feeling this current location. Okay, anyway, so I love that Bible verse because of, now what is the song that goes, if he dresses the lilies with beauty? Gyra. Thank you so much, Google. But Elevation Worship in Maverick City. And let me tell you guys, an ad got you. I've never had an ad in the middle of a live before. Okay, y'all. Oh, you have YouTube Premium, period. You may have to hit the premium. So I'm thinking about doing YouTube, like the community on YouTube, and that may also allow for you guys to skip the ads. I'm not quite sure. We will find out about it as we do it, if that's what we want to do or not. But no worries, I can repeat myself. The verse of the day, Matthew 6:30. And if God cares so wonderfully for wildflowers that are here today and thrown in the fire tomorrow, he will certainly care for you. Why do you have so little faith? And I don't be thinking about it the last part of the verse, like why do you have so little faith? It'd be like, because that one kind of is coming for you. But I think about it really in the sense of like, dang, God really cares for me. Like, if I could just like, my God is so good, and he's specifically good to me. Like when I just think about all that he has done, and if I ever forget, because us humans, sometimes our memories can be a little, leave the ad so you can get your coins. Thank you so much for Karen. That was so sweet. Or that is so sweet. But when I think about it, I'm just kind of like, wow, he really loves me. He really cares for me. And if there's ever a time where my memory gets foggy, it's like, think about how beautiful the lilies are dressed. Think about the flowers. Okay, now think about all the things in nature and how he cares for them, and they don't even do anything, but they still give him glory. And so will I. Hello, so will I. That's a great song as well. Anyway, so for a little mini Bible study. Oh, you like my mug? Thank you. I actually got it specifically for our first community time. It's literally just from Marshall's, I think. I've seen these a lot where like This is like pink. I don't know if you can tell because my tea is also, it's the Passion Tea by Tazo. Tazo. I should probably learn how to pronounce these tea names. And then I also have, dang, I literally told myself I was gonna remember which tea I put in here because this tea bag is one that's like this. Can y'all see? It doesn't have a little thing to it, which is super ghetto, but I didn't know when I bought the boxes for it. But it's good. Is it like apple and something? Mm. Y'all, before I end this live, remind me to go pick up my packages from downstairs. I keep forgetting I got packages downstairs. Anyway, I shared this on my Instagram the other day. This devotional that talked about trusting God with your future and how you must trust his leadership. And in order to do so, you must remain in his presence because being in God's presence brings peace and joy, and his leadership will order your steps. The devotional went on to ask the question, is it the fear of the future that is fueled by unpleasant realities of your life today? And if so, then you should put your trust in God and submit your ways to him because his promise is that he will make your path straight. He also promises his children rest. And if you are feeling anything other than that, if you feel like there's confusion or that you are stressed, that is what the devil wants for you. That is what the devil plans for you. So you have to let go of your worries and enjoy God's rest. And that is when you will have his guarantee that your future will be secure because you're walking in the path that he wants you to be in. And so, yeah, as per usual, I'm just in the season of trusting God, trusting his promises, and committing my future to him, and resting in his love. Like knowing that he loves me allows for me to trust in him, which allows for me to surrender to him and his plan for my life and my future, because I know that he cares for me, because he cares for even the wildflowers in the garden. So that's a little Bible study for today. Before we really get into it, I wanted to do a prayer because I think it's really important that I set the intentions for all of us that are here in this space. And I specifically wrote it out because there's certain things that I want to hit. So if you would like to close your eyes and bow your head. Dear Heavenly Father, as we gather here today on this platform of the Beauty and Brains Community Time, we come before you with gratitude and open hearts. We recognize the power of community connection and the exchange of wisdom, and we seek your guidance and blessings for this gathering. We thank you for bringing us together and ask that you may grant us the wisdom to be kind and compassionate mentors to one another, to uplift and support our fellow community members in their pursuits, and to celebrate the successes as if they were our own. In times of doubt or uncertainty, may the Beauty and Brains Community Time be a place of solace and encouragement, a reminder that we are not alone in our journeys. We ask for your protection over this community, both online and offline, and may it thrive, grow, and make a positive impact on the lives of all of those who participate. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for being here, you guys. I'm so excited. I really wanted to just pray over, like I said, this community because I think you guys are so special and I'm so grateful for you all being here. Yes, amen's in the chat. I love you all. I love you all so much. Okay, so like I mentioned, we have our different little segments for community time. I'll get into them more like seamlessly, but for now, I'm like wanting to make sure that I hit all my things. Like I think I may do the first community time of every month be a Bible study in a way of kind of like a tithe, like give the first to God. Let me know if you guys would like that, if you would enjoy it, or maybe I'll do it on my Instagram in a different way. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what I'm thinking as of right now. But the first segment is called the community updates. So this is where I basically just share updates from the previous week, discussions on any like notable community news, whatever you guys have going on. I definitely want to highlight any member accomplishments and achievements. So that's why you guys mentioned that in the chat. I'm going to read them later on. And so, yeah, definitely share your own updates in the chat. Let's see what you guys are up to. Then I'll give you guys my like life updates. I saw some in here earlier. So Kelsey says that she hasn't been getting to work as late this week, but the bad is that daylight savings messed up your gym schedule. Okay, now how did it mess up your gym schedule if you got more time? You got more time. So how, because it's fall, or did we lose? Did we gain? No, fall forward. No, spring forward, fall back. Child, daylight savings time isn't real. Okay, time itself is a social construct. What do you guys? How do you guys feel about daylight savings time? Are you happy because you like it dark? Are you a person who wakes up early anyway, so you get more daylight? Like, how do you feel about it? Of course, I don't like it because I get the winter blues, and so when it gets dark at 4:30, I be cry myself to sleep. But I do think it helps me in theory. Right now for me, I'm more motivated to wake up earlier in the morning. That way I can get as much daylight time as possible. And for me, because I work out in the morning time, I'm more consistent at the gym because I'm also up earlier. But I definitely understand the whole idea of like being late to work and like small wins. Okay, even if it's just like, oh, I'm usually 20 minutes late, but now I'm 15. I'm usually 10, but now I'm 5, where I'm coming in right on time. I know it's not early, but hey, I'm on time. Like literally treat yourself. I say I should make some chocolate chip cookies tonight. That's what I'm feeling. I should have had them in the oven. Well, they don't take that long. Anyway, Sydney says, good. She got an A on her paper and she started working out again. Nothing bad yet. Yay, Sydney. I'm so excited for you. An A on your paper. Kudos. I'd love to know what the paper was about, what class it was in. And congratulations on starting working out again. Literally just take it slow. Find something to encourage you or keep you motivated. And also just think about discipline and not motivation, because sometimes you're not going to be motivated, but you can be disciplined no matter what. So keep up the good work, girl. Proud of you. I'm in my first semester of my doctorate program at Rutgers for healthcare informatics. Congratulations, Danielle. First semester. How's it going? Is it everything that you thought it would be? Have you made new friends? Do you like your professors? What's tea? Once it's dark, you don't go back outside. Okay, so you go to the gym at the end of your day. See, oh, it's homecoming week. For what school? What school do you go to, Jasmine? Or what's your what school are you an alumna of? Alumni? 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 Yeah, that's why I like to work out in the morning time, because it gives me less time for excuses. Like, and today I worked on the evening, and I also realized you need so much time to have a good gym session. So I'll put this in since we talking about the gym for my update. This is a very like small thing, but like little small thing. We're just chatting. We're just letting loose and chatting. So I saw on TikTok how people were talking about how doing the Stairmaster will help you like lose back fat. Y'all probably looking at me like, girl, listen, okay, we all have a problem area. This one right here, that's why I don't even like the way that I'm sitting right now, because I'm like, oops. Because it's just not my vibe. And my whole thing right now currently is like, I want abs, right? So I'm trying to be in the best shape of my life. I've mentioned this before, like honestly, for the entire year. I have literally been working out almost the entire year, which is really nice. I started in January and I've been going just about consistently. I don't think I've taken more than like 2 weeks off the whole year, which is cool. Like I'm actually sticking to it. Some of y'all didn't just hear what I said, because y'all with an ad. It says another ad. Oh my gosh, that's kind of crazy. I'm so sorry about that. But sorry, let me continue for those of you guys who are here, my YouTube premium babes. I wonder if everybody gets one or if it's only some people. But what was I saying? Okay, so I saw on TikTok that they were saying, okay, I'm trying to get in the best shape of my life. And I told you guys, it's because I literally have no excuse. Like even last year when I was going to school virtually, I was like, I live in my own apartment. I do my own grocery shopping. I live in walking distance to a Whole Foods. I have a gym. I can cook my own. Like there's no reason why I am not in the best shape of my life. You know, like I literally should have a 6-pack. I should be lean. I should be fit, because it's not like I'm working at the hospital with late hours and I can't go to the gym, or I just had a baby and I'm like, there's no excuses. And I'm trying to be in my prime because soon, our body's gonna get stuck. Like once you get to a certain point, my metabolism is already slowed down, you know? I'm trying to get to the point where it's like, it's hard for me to gain weight and it's hard for me to lose weight because I'm just like, well, not hard for me to lose weight, but I don't really want to lose weight necessarily. I just want to be shredded, toned. And the rest of my body, my legs look so good. I'm like, wow, I just might be in the best shape of my life, which is hard to think about when I think about like mahogany. I always kind of compare my body to that. But then I think about like, not only did we run miles before practice, like miles, we would run miles before practice. That alone will help you drop the weight. Then we would dance, which was cardio for hours. And it's stuff that, you moving your body, like, you know what I'm saying? And then we would have like conditioning afterwards. So, and it was every day and the weekend. And we would be so tired that even if I did eat out, it's like I may have had one meal a day. So I'm like, of course I was in the quote unquote best shape of my life, but I'm also like my 21-year-old body versus my 27-year-old body are going to be like different, And so even with that, I think that I was like, I felt like I was more toned, but like my body is like stronger now. So I love looking at my legs and be like, period. I see the muscles popping through, like the back, but the back is the last thing that I need to get. Like even the abs are popping through. Like I just need to get my diet together because I'm not eating as I want to, because I'm like, I'm working out. Like I can eat what I want, which I can, but I'm just trying to find a good balance between treat yourself, like don't limit your diet, but also, eat so that you can keep up this body that you're working hard for, because 80% of it's in the kitchen, 20% is exercise. Wow. Say all this to say, my gym update is that I'm going to try and get on the Stairmaster for at least 15 minutes before or after every workout, because I saw people on TikTok do that. And after, a couple of months, they had slimmed down. And specifically for me, like it's right here. It's right here in this little love handle area that is just so stubborn. And I'm like, you've got to go. You're the last one. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. So we're going to see if it works. I'll keep you guys updated. I literally just started on Monday. Today's Wednesday. So I've done it 3 days in a row. The first day I had to stop every 5 minutes, couldn't get to 15. And I'm doing it on speed 6. Is anybody like a Stairmaster person in the chat? Let me know if speed 6 is high enough. Because I do 6, 7 if I'm feeling it. And then yesterday, I took a break at 7 minutes, got down for a minute, then came back up. And then today, I didn't need a break at all. So, but I also did it before my workout instead of after. Anyway, that's my gym update. Because I'm a gym girly now. I know that a lot of people, you said, girl, that bed is too comfy. I just went on a whole rant. I'm maintaining a 4.0 in my PhD classes, period, Ashley. But I sprained my back last week and I'm still recovering. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad to hear that. What were you doing where you sprained your back? What did you possibly do? I've never, oh my gosh. Are you in like a Regina George type of thing for your back? Uh-oh, look at the connections already in the chat. We got Rutgers fam in the chat. I'm in my first year of medical school. Congratulations. Oh, you had an exam today and it went really well. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Started studying for my licensure exam. Ooh, go girl. For what? What license? Ooh, grinding out MCAT studying. Listen, more power to you, Miriam. I'm gonna take a drink for you with that MCAT. Take a drink for you. It's stressful working full time at the hospital in administration. Not at all what I thought it would be. Trying to balance more like surviving. I get that. I had a mentor who would always ask me, "Are you thriving?" No, he would say, "Are you?" What would he say? Are you? Maybe it was just surviving or thriving. And most of the times I would say surviving. But some days I'd be like, hey, I'm kind of thriving low key. It'd be like that though. But sometimes You just got to survive long enough to get your head above water, and then you can start thriving. You just got to get in the zone of things. But I believe in you. I'm rooting for you. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Oh, preparing to move to a different state. That's exciting, especially if it's in your good. That means you're excited for it. So, what state are you moving to and from? Because that makes a big difference into like how your experience is going to be. I'm curious if it's like from East Coast to West Coast, or if it's like from the South to the North, or if it's like Midwest, or like, do you know anybody there? Are you moving for a certain reason? Girl, I want order tea. My job is adding more duties, but not more funds. Absolutely not. No, that is so trash. They love to do that. That is so trash. That is so, yes, Jim Girly. Okay, 6 speed is okay. Thank you. Do you think I should go higher? Because I could maybe do 7 if I do it, because I know, again, I saw people say on TikTok, like, you can start off your like workout routine with cardio, or you can end with cardio. Just depends on like what your goals are. My goal is just to add cardio back, because I've gotten really into weightlifting because it's just fun. Like, it's fun to push yourself. But before, I was doing a lot of HIIT exercises. Like, I'll do HIIT with weights, and sometimes I would do that and get on the treadmill. And then only thing that I will say that I do cardio is mainly during my cycle, because I do cycle sync. So during my period week, I do incline walks, or I'll do the cycle bike. But sprained it putting box braids in your hair. Ashley, I'm not trying to judge you right now. I'm not trying to judge you, Ashley. But what? What? I've never heard that before. It was a weird injury. I need to stretch before next time. Ashley, that is hilarious. But let me tell you why I won't judge you, because I will share with you guys a secret that I was very embarrassed about myself. So this was maybe like 2 weeks ago. I sprained my ankle. Well, I rolled my ankle really bad. It actually still hurts, which sucks, because I was so nervous that it was going to stop me from going to the gym. And like, going to the gym makes me so happy. Like, it's real. I'm really a gym girly now. Like, at this point, like, if I miss a couple of days, I'm like, oh, I want to go. Or like, it's a bit like, all right, relax. Like, relax. It's just the gym. But I really am like true and true a gym girly now. I say all that to say that one day I was in my bathroom, and I was pretty sure watching TikToks or maybe a YouTube video. And, I'm a tall girly, but I think just in general, we all have this issue where if you're sitting on the toilet for too long, your foot will fall asleep, like your feet will fall asleep. So no, actually, I remember I was listening to an audiobook. So I just finished The Hate You Give. I'm pretty sure that was the book that I was reading. And I was listening to the audiobook. I'm 5'11". I was listening to the audiobook because I was really into it. Like, I didn't realize how long I was sitting there for. And then I was like, oh, it's like, I'm going to get up as I'm continuing listening. And so I start kind of like going like this, like tapping my foot, to wake it up. Cause I'm like, ooh, like my foot fell asleep. Like, let me wake it up before I stand up. Cause it like, it's tingling, it's hurting, it's giving me pins and needles or whatever. After maybe like 2 minutes of doing that, I'm like, let me stand up, and I'll stand still. I won't walk around on it, because I could tell like it was like asleep. I'm like, I'll stand up and just like, help the blood flow to my feet. I was so embarrassed. I put on my close friends. Y'all, when I tell you, I took a tumble, pants down and everything, like boom, and it's like the way that I like my new bathroom is set up. I hit my head on the door, and like my legs was like up in the air. I was like, ah! It was so embarrassing, because I literally was limping the next day. Like, whatever happened, I rolled, specifically this left ankle right here. I rolled it. It was literally like, if I was white, I think it would be like black and blue. Like, that's how much I rolled it, because I could tell that it was bruised, and I'm brown. Like, I'm dark skinned, and it was bruised. I was so embarrassed. I literally had to get like ice and everything. But I was like, people were like, and the next day was like the whole Howard homecoming. And I was like, ooh, I should not be on my feet all day like this. But I wanted to go to the homecoming and I was limping and everybody was like, maybe you should like not go. And I was like, oh, like I want to go to the homecoming or whatever. And everybody was like, why are you limping? And I was like, oh, I sprained my ankle. Doing what? I was so embarrassed. I literally didn't tell anybody but my close friends. But yeah, that literally happened to me a couple of weeks ago. So I will no longer judge you because I too have sprained myself doing something that is a little embarrassing. I guess that can be considered a weird injury. You're not alone, girl. You're not alone. See, that's what the community is all about. All about. LOL. Oops, y'all about to go again for an ad. These are happening pretty quickly. Are you guys getting annoyed by the ads? Please let me know because I can try and figure it out. I like the daylight, so I don't like it being so dark so early. No, I completely agree. I work lab. My God, send help. Oh, you work in a lab? My God, send help. These specimens are grinding out the semester of a master's program, working full time in a micro lab at a hospital. I'm making it, barely, but making it. OMG. Yeah, that sounds like a lot. The stress, man. Licensed social worker. Ooh, awesome. About to start my master of curriculum and instruction while teaching full time. Oh, I didn't know that was a master's. That's so interesting. I would love to know, Aaliyah, what got you into that. Oh, that is so good. Can you teach other people like this? That makes you like a master teacher, right? Like better than like a master of ed. Because yeah, master of teacher and instruction, but you're also a teacher. What do you teach? I feel like you could go into like corporate businesses and like create curriculums for them. That's a good career field. Oh, move from the West Coast to the East Coast. Okay, so what do you think so far? Because it's clearly different. And you're moving in the cold months too. Gradually add speed. Okay, add speed to what? I'm guessing we talking about the Stairmaster. So I'm at 6. What's a good speed? Because that's why I love 12 through 30. I have to think about it. Just put it on 3, go to 12, go for 30. Working on my mental health, interviewing for jobs, school applications, mentoring some pre-med students, just learning to be content in my journey and process. Is this the Sydney Hall? This better not be the Sydney Hall. Sydney? Sydney, is this who I think it is? Sydney? Sydney, is that you, girl? I'm gonna let Sydney respond before I go crazy. Oh, thanks. You like the setup? Thank you. I wish I could have. I think I'm gonna get another one of these. Y'all can't see it, but I think we need a candle, and something for my tea. But I do have this already. So next time I'm gonna have a microphone like this. Y'all see the vibes? But can y'all hear me okay? I'm sure the audio can always be better. But after what happened last time, if you guys watched my first video back, you saw that first of all, the audio was really low. That's because I used the same camera and my good lens, but I tried to use a new microphone and didn't work. So then I had to refilm it. And when I refilmed it, I still have the settings on for the microphone. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But I'm scared to do anything because I don't want to make any drastic changes and then one thing at a time. But I do want to have a microphone set up for this when I do this, because this is basically like a live podcast. I did something similar. I tore a ligament in my foot just trying to get off the couch. OMG. I couldn't walk for 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I literally was like, I'm getting old, because that is like, not to call you old, I'm calling myself old. It's just an embarrassing thing. It gives clumsy. It gives klutz. It gives you've got 2 left feet. Like, wow. Oh, sending love from a tiny island in the Caribbean. No ads over here. Yay. No, 12 through 30 is definitely that girl. I like it. Well, here's my thing, right? So I think I've told you guys this before. I've mentioned it probably a lot of times, how I predominantly, I won't say I only, but I predominantly work out to gospel music, Christian music. I have different like playlists, ones that are like Christian girl rap. I have gospel vibes, all these kind of things. And so I really associate working out with worship for me and like moving my body in that way from all the years that I grew up doing dance ministry and dancing at the Christian Dance Academy. And so when I do 12 through 30 or even on the Stairmaster, I'm able to get through it if I watch a YouTube video or like a podcast rather than listening to music, because like I can zone out when I'm lifting weights and listening to music. But if I'm on the treadmill, it's like I need something to constantly be going. Does that make sense? It's a good time to listen to sermons, but sometimes I don't want to do that. So I'll like watch regular YouTube videos, and then it kind of like takes away from the time that I'm worshiping and spending time with God. So that is why I normally don't do as much 12 through 30. So like I said, yesterday I did listen to a sermon on the Stairmaster after I worked out and I was listening to my gospel vibes music. But today I listened to gospel vibes the whole time. And I just feel like it's so much harder. I'm listening to Janet Jackson on the treadmill. Interesting. I believe that could be good. Sydney! Hi, Sydney! Hey, girl. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. What time is it? I'm over. No, it is not 7:45. I'm on segment 2. This is supposed to be I just knew this was going to be an hour. Wow. Okay, let me hurry up because we're not going to be here all day. Not that, I don't know if y'all got somewhere to be. I don't want to keep y'all too long, but sorry. Hey, Sydney. Good to see you, sis. I hope you're doing well. Going back to what you said, I'm so happy for you. Definitely continue to work on your mental health. It is an everyday thing. Like literally we have to take this whole journey one thing at a time. My pastor literally just posted something and I was like, eat me up, pastor, because she just be all up in my business and my spirit and not even knowing it. Actually, she does know it. Let me play it. Sometimes I don't act like I don't know how to use my own thing.
Hey family, I hope that everybody is having a great Wednesday.
It's my pastor.
I'm about to head in to do some work, but I wanted to stop in.
Is she bad? Don't she look beautiful?
With somebody, and hopefully it will help. I think that sometimes when we have a goal that we're trying to accomplish and we know what the end goal should be, and we've even seen the end goal or seen ourselves in the end goal, we're so excited and an expectation and desire to land at the completion of a thing that we don't honor and celebrate and appreciate all of the steps that we take in order to manifest that thing. And when we move like that, sometimes even as we're stepping towards it, we feel like we're not accomplishing it. So with that in mind, I want to stop in and tell everyone, look at how far you have gotten to the end goal. I don't want you to be tricked as if because you haven't fully accomplished it yet, that you're not accomplishing it. I want to let you know, look around. Look at the steps you've already taken. Look at the steps that you, hey family, I hope that everybody.
Look at the steps you've already taken. Look how far you've already come. Was that not a word? I was like, all up in my business. Thank you so much, Pastor. Because yeah, we have done amazing things. We have made it further than some other people have. We should be proud of ourselves. We should give ourselves some grace, and we should continue to thank God for what he has in plan for us and what he has in store for us by honoring where he has us at right now, because he has us here for a reason. And that's why I'm in my being Brelynn. Like, if this is where you want me at, this is where I will be. And I will be here gladly because there's more to learn, more to experience, more to do, more to love. So I definitely get, yeah, right. Isn't she a baddie? She looks so good. But oh my gosh, you just took your LSAT today. I pray that it went exactly as you needed it to go. I'm happy that it's over because I know that you're probably studying leading up to it. But yes, we can easily lose sight of our progress. And so we've made it this far. God's got us. We will continue to be successful. Okay, moving from Texas to Louisiana to start clinical for radiation therapy, then applying for medical. Oh, I've never heard that word before. Okay, you've got classmates and family there. Well, that's exciting. Okay, but Texas and Louisiana, they're, neighbors. They're right next to each other. So that's a good move. Licensed master social worker, doing travel social work assignment. Teach third grade, but I want to become a math instruction coach to help teachers teach math and eventually write their own curriculum. That's really good because there's nothing worse than a teacher who doesn't know what they're talking about, especially for something like math. It's like you can't even teach. You don't even know what you're talking about. How am I supposed to know this if you don't know what you're doing? I'm enjoying being on the East Coast. I used to live in Portland, so I'm grateful that there's a lot more diversity here. I hear that all the time. My cousin was just in town yesterday, and he's originally from Charlotte. He lives in New Jersey now, but he always talks about it. And I grew up here, and then I went to Atlanta, and then I went to North Carolina, and that's when I was like, oh, everywhere's not like here. Like, I don't like it. And I will never, ever, ever be back unless you put a gun to my head or like unless I have to. So I sometimes I take advantage or I take for granted. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I take for granted the diversity that we have here because it's something that makes me so comfortable, but I don't understand that like me being comfortable is a privilege. So I'm glad that you're enjoying that here. And welcome to the DMV. We are close to Louisiana, but bye from your Texas friend. Okay, so thank you so much for the community updates. I do want to do a couple that are on my story. Okay, be quiet now. Let's see. Oh, Sydney, I see that you here in the chat. You got an A on your first grad school paper, a new position as a community outreach. Ooh, at a rape crisis center. Ooh, visiting my prospective grad schools for my master's, solo, and with your mom. Apply for your first apartment in a different state. Katina, you are doing it, girl. One more semester to go before you graduate with your master's. You guys are amazing. Just wanted to go ahead and check in here because I know that I did post them on my Instagram story. If you guys don't know, definitely follow me on Instagram because I had, some prompts on my Instagram for you guys to, talk to me there. I know. I'm so glad that you guys are being positive. I'm so, so, so grateful for it. And I'm happy that you all are here and that you are adding to this space. Literally every single one of you being here adds to the positivity that we're all feeling. Ruth says that she's almost finished with her first semester, Physiology at the University of Louisville. Woo, girl, Physiology. I love Phys, though. I really do love Phys. Okay, next segment we're going to get into, that was supposed to take 10 minutes. It took 47. Oops, awkward. Okay, we're only going to do maybe one for this. It's called, no, I actually already did this. This was called Tea Time. And I was supposed to tell you my tea choice of the day, but I forgot. I know I told you that it was Tazo, passion fruit or something. And then I don't know. I'll tell y'all next time. And our mug choice of today, which I also mentioned, is from Marshall's. I don't know if you guys know that it's pink, but like I said, I chose it specifically for you all. Okay, I think we can skip tea time because I think we've done enough of this. Next segment. Thank you. Oh, you finished your master's in healthcare administration. Y'all literally are so smart. Y'all are so smart. Congratulations. Yes. Y'all got degrees in this chat, which makes me feel good because it's kind of like the people who watch me are smart. That's so embarrassing, but like, be for real. Like, y'all are literally so smart, which means y'all are beauty and brain. So y'all gotta be cute too. Love that for us. I just need for YouTube to get over the copyright music stuff, because like we could really be vibing if I could have some music, but it's okay. It's okay. Next segment is called Spill the Tea. So we're going to play a game where we're going to dive into the hottest pop culture stories and just share our thoughts. I want to hear what you think. I'm going to debrief the story, and then when I ask for your opinion, you're simply going to chime in and either say mop or flop, okay? Because we spilled the tea. We spilled it. So mop if you approve. Like, we're going to pretend like it didn't happen. Mop, whatever they did, it's okay. Mop it away. But if you like, now what? Flop. I'm not with this. I'm not feeling it. So get ready to spill the tea and share some of your pop culture wisdom. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Okay, so this one. Okay, let me give you guys the basis for this. And I cannot wait to when I actually get my life together and I start having this stuff where you can like do the pop-ins on screen. What I need to do is get me a producer. One thing at a time. Let me take a sip of my tea. Let's see if we're going to spill it. Okay, so I literally saw this right before the CommuniTEA aired. So you guys might not have seen this, but they just released the, what is it called? The Mean Girls musical. It's coming out on January 12th. First impressions, mop or flop, mop or flop. The Mean Girls musical, mop or flop, mop, flop, mop, flop, mop, flop. Ooh, I see some flops in the chat. Okay, so here's my opinion of this. And then we'll do another, okay, mop. So here's the thing. First of all, they actually already have Mean Girls, the musical, which was on Broadway. And I actually did see it. I actually went and watched it. It was actually my Christmas gift last year. So I went to go see it. Dang, was that this year? In April? Wait a minute. What is time? Was this last year? Was it the year before last? I don't remember. Did I vlog? I don't think I was vlogging during that time. So when else did I take a vlog break? I don't remember. But I literally can't remember. But whatever the case is, I did see Mean Girls musical, the musical, or Mean Girls musical. What do they call it? Mean Girls musical in theaters. They came to the Kennedy Center, and I was so excited. I was wearing my pink. I went with my girlfriend Jasmine and my mom and like my cousins and stuff like that. And I'm a really big Mean Girls fan. Like Mean Girls is top 5 movies. And the thing about me is that I like to make very clear that movies and like television shows deeply formed my personality and my outlook on life. I'm probably wearing pink today because of Mean Girls. You know what I'm saying? Like Mean Girls is a top 5 movie that impacted the way that I see the world, period. Because I literally grew up on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now, with that being said, another movie that is in my top 5, but technically is only in my top 5 because of the musical, which is, hear me out, is Legally Blonde. Now, those of you who know, you know that I love Legally Blonde, the musical. Now, I love Legally Blonde, the movie. I loved it. Great movie. But I watched Legally Blonde, the musical, over and over and over and over and over again. I'm so sad that I was never able to see it in theaters, like on Broadway. Oh, I wish they would bring it back because it's such a good musical. And personally, the musical, I think that the musical is better than the movie. And if you watch it, if you've seen it both, and mind you, I always tell you guys all the time, like it's on YouTube. And if you guys, I talk about this all the time because I literally love Legally Blonde the musical. So if you guys didn't know, they created it into a musical or whatever, which was cool, which is fun. And then the reason why I think I learned about it was because they did this thing on MTV, which was kind of like America's Next Top Model meets American Idol, like meets Making the Band type of thing, where they had girls audition to be the new Elle Woods. And so it was like they were doing different like activities and stuff. Please tell me down below if you guys watch this show. It's on YouTube. It was on MTV at the time, but now it's on YouTube. So you guys can watch it. where they were like looking for the new Elwoods. And so it was so fun because like people, all these girls from all over the country came in for this casting call. And like, they were wearing their pink, some were like blonde, but some were redheads and brunettes, everybody was white. But then they like eliminated them. Like one time they had like a makeover, so everybody like had to go blonde. You love that show? You watched it weekly? Yeah. Oh my gosh, is your name Brianna? I love how it's spelled. That's so fun. But yes, I love the show. It was so cute. But then it made me fall in love with it because you hear all the songs, you fall in love with the girl, and then the girl who ended up winning. I think that all three of the top three girls ended up like getting booked. So the winner ended up being the new Elle Woods, and I think she was on Broadway for a couple of years. And then the girl who was first runner up, she ended up playing what's the character's name? One of the, they have the Greek chorus. I also want to mention that I did Legally Blonde, the musical, in high school in the theater because yes, I was a theater kid. If you can't tell, like I was a theater kid. So I love, love Legally Blonde, the musical. I've literally been in it and I've also watched it many, 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 many times. And I even watched the show about making the, like, so I loved Legally Blonde, the musical. With that being said, like I said, I think something about the musical hits home harder than the actual movie does. The movie is still good. It's still great. It's still top 5, but the musical inspires me. I tell you guys all the time, I watch it before a pageant interview every time. Or if I'm just feeling down, or if I want like just like the soundtrack, it's just amazing. So I was super excited when I heard that there was a Mean Girls musical because I was like, oh my gosh, like it's going to be just like how Legally Blonde is. The movie is good, but the musical is going to be even better. When I went to see it, it wasn't even better. It wasn't better. It wasn't better. It wasn't better. And I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't bad because it's like you already know what the storyline is. And because it was like, I think Legally Blonde came out. No, I'm sorry. Mean Girls came out when I was like maybe in 3rd grade. I don't know what year that was, but it's probably around 20 years old now. So now they like the musical, they rewrote it. And Tina Fey is still on top of it. Like she's still over it. So I'm like, Tina girl, you could have done better. Like you could have made this a lot more entertaining. I feel like it's not that it's not entertaining. It's like, I don't know what it was. I think the songs just weren't good. Like the songs just weren't catchy. And it's definitely difficult to watch musicals because like especially live and in person and not like on TV without subtitles because it's like, what are you singing? Like I know the premise of the story, but like if it's not catchy, like there were little things like the girl who played Karen, they made her character really funny, but it just wasn't my favorite musical. And I love musicals because I'm a theater girl and I love Mean Girls. Like I just thought it was match made in heaven, and it was like probably the worst musical that I've ever seen. So with that being said, I'm like, well, they already made it into a musical, but now they're just recording it like as a movie. And I also love like High School Musical. Now I've never seen High School Musical live, but maybe it live isn't as good as the movie, So I'm like, okay, maybe that's the thing. And then also the girl who played, I think she played Regina. I forget what her name is, but 2004 is when Mean Girls came out. Okay, so it's about to be 20 years. Yeah. Wow. Dang, we are old. It'll be 20 years in January. It probably came out in January of 2004. If they were smart, they would do it exactly on the 20-year anniversary. But yeah, 19 years. Anyway, I love Mean Girls, and I hope that the musical is just as good as the movie, but I don't think it will be if it's the same musical that I saw in theaters. That is my hot take. So I also say Renee Rapp, that is her name. That's what I was going to say, that she was the original. I think she played Regina, but when they came to the Kennedy Center, she wasn't there. Well, I think by that point she had like given up the role because it was on, Broadway for a year or two. And then she went on and if y'all don't know, Renee can sing. There is a Black girl stuck up inside Renee. That girl can sing. She is so good. And so I'm wondering, like, maybe it's better when she's there. The characters are different. Oh, I was saying that they also tried to make it like more modern. So there was like iPhones, like social media involved. Looks like the storyline is pretty much the same, which is also like, why do it if it's the same? Like, why not do a sequel? But I also thought it was interesting because this year, Walmart, let me know if you guys saw this. Walmart did a Black Friday ad, like a Black Friday commercial. Yeah, Black Friday commercial. And it was all of the Mean Girls cast except for the girl who plays Regina. I don't know why I don't know her real name, but it was everybody else. Like literally, like Lynn was in it, like everybody. And it was like a 2-3 minute long commercial. Have you guys seen it? You love the commercial. You need to be a producer. Yes, like I'm like, let me tell y'all how to really do this. But yeah, I watched the full commercial. When it came out, I literally was like, oh my gosh, like, wow, they got all the characters. And I didn't care what they were talking about. Shout out to Walmart. We know Walmart pays the bills. But like, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute how they did this. Like, I was entertained. At the end of the day, I was entertained. And I watched the whole thing, even though it was literally basically like the same story. But it was like, oh, I just was looking to see like, how do they look now? How do they act now? How are they going to put the things that I know that are there, like, and make them different? And I was like, this is a very long commercial. Like, it was like 2-3 minutes for a commercial. It's normally supposed to be 30 seconds. But I thought that they did it well. So I was like, and the comments loved it. Everybody, thank you so much, Rachel McAdams. That's definitely her name. Um, Everybody was like, they loved it. Everybody was so excited about it. And all the comments were good. They were like, we love this, best commercial of the year. You guys already won Black Friday season, woo wop. And I'm like, so I think that the audience is still there. I think people still love Mean Girls. So I think people are still probably going to come to the theaters and watch it. I wish Rachel McAdams would have been in it, but they executed it so well. I agree. Like, and I think that I read, well, I don't know who it was, maybe 17, somebody, some like magazine that has like a Instagram page was like, this is the reason why Rachel McAdams wasn't in the Mean Girls commercial or whatever. And then all the comments were like, she just didn't want to do it because they help you. I don't be clicking on that stuff. I'm not clicking. They'll tell me in the comments. They'd be like, I'll save you a click. She just didn't want to do it. Which I get because it's like you don't want to ruin a good thing. You just want to like leave it as it is. But if everybody's doing it, like why not just like do it? Get your check, girlfriend, because like it still hit without you, and now you're the only one who didn't do it. But we also talk about you. We're not talking about everybody else. So depends on what you want. But yeah, so what's our final consensus? Do we all think it's a flop? I think regardless, I'm probably still going to see it in theaters. Like I'm probably still going to see it. I'm probably still going to dress up. I'm still going to, I hope it's better. I hope that Renee carries because I think that she can, but I am going to be looking at it like this. But I love me a good musical and I love me Mean Girls. So I want it to work out. So what do y'all think? Is everybody saying flop? We got a couple of mops in the audience. I wonder if they're going to bring any of the new characters back and the old characters back. I'm going to watch because I'm intrigued, and Mean Girls is one of my favorite movies growing up. Exactly. I think it can be good. Just Mean Girls is such a classic, so it's hard to recreate that. Hopefully the songs in the movie hit. So flop-ish. Okay, we'll take that. Flop-ish. No, I agree. It's all about the songs. Like, I don't mind that it's a remake. Even if they just the whole movie over again with the same characters, just older, I don't mind. I just want the songs to be good because that's what you're adding different. So, okay, well, that's our first spill the tea. Let's go. I'm gonna go to the responses here on Instagram. Oh, we got to revisit after it comes out. Okay, definitely. We will do that. I will let you guys know. We will do a community time, Mean Girls musical recap. Ooh, what are y'all talking about? Oh, Nicki Minaj Pink Friday. I'm so upset that they pushed it back. Now it's coming out December 8th. But I think that Lil Wayne and is it 2 Chainz is coming out with an album on that day? Oh, child. See, now here's the thing. This section is going to be hard for me because I actually don't know what's going on in the world. I do, but I don't. Especially pop culture stuff, I do not be paying attention. Like, I don't follow the shade room. I don't know what happens with a lot of stuff, so I actually don't know what's going on. Okay, so one thing I do know is Kim K's Skims is the official underwear for the WNBA. I thought it was for the NBA. Listen, one thing you're not gonna do is stop that woman's bag. Mop or flop. Kim K, Skims, underwear. Mop or flop. Mop or flop. What y'all think? I also have this thing because I could use another. Y'all, I need to eat dinner and go to bed. Mop or flop. What y'all think? Kim K. Oh, both the NBA and the WNBA. Period. She's that girl for some stuff, you know. I'm not a hater. I'm not a Kim or like Kardashian hater, but I'm also not like a super fan either. I'm just like an observer. I just watch and I'll be like, wow, that's crazy. And sometimes she does things I'm just like, she just be breaking glass ceilings for real. I wish that she didn't, you know, I have no like ill. Y'all say mop? Oh, y'all say mop. That she's a pro. I was like, why y'all say mop? Okay, see, I think it's cool. I think it's cool too. I'm like, that's cool. I mean, do I look at the underwear of the NBA? Like, what does that even mean that you are the official underwear? Like, are they gonna have it like outside of their like what does that even mean? Like, yeah, she got cool people to be the model for it, but like I'm not influenced. I actually have never bought, excuse me, I've never bought any Skims. I'm not opposed to it. I just, excuse me, why is this tea making me burp? That's so embarrassing. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not on the wave of like it. So, and I won't say that this didn't make me be like, oh no, I've got to get it. Also, I'm not into the when things sell out, like you have to be the first on the website. That's just not the type of season I'm in my life. I'll tell you guys a story. Oh, I don't necessarily like Kim K, but I see reviews for Skims are pretty good. So probably mop for others. But again, it's like eventually sports bras. I mean, cool. Like I'll wear a sports bra. Actually, I won't. I won't because I actually work out and her stuff don't actually work. Like I think I actually did think about getting a what do you call it? Like what her stuff is supposed to be. Not girdles, shapewear. I did think about getting shapewear, not because I necessarily needed it, but because I had a dress and I was like, if I'm gonna buy shapewear, I want to buy a good one that I can keep wearing that'll actually like, you know, make my body look good underneath this dress that I had. That was like it had sheerness to it. And I didn't end up buying it from her. So it's like that's what she originally started. I just don't think that her stuff is like extraordinarily amazing to where I want to get it. Like I can only get it from Skims, or like I particularly want the things that only Skims sells. If that makes any sense. Like the little bralettes, I wear either no bra or real bras. I don't do this like in between stuff. Same thing with the sports bras. Like I wear Nike because I really be working out. I wear Fabletics. I wear Gymshark because I really be like on the Stairmaster. I don't have time for your little flimsy stuff just because it's nude. Please, 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 please. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. So I'm not really pressed about it. And I will say that this is cool for her, but it didn't influence me to, you know, get it. But like, you know, kudos to her. If that means she gets a bigger bag, not that she needs it, but kudos to her. So I say mop-ish, you know, it didn't really influence me, but kudos to her. Okay, let's see. We'll do one more spill the tea. Apparently, there's something going on with Lauren Harvey in Gaza. I don't know what happened. Jeezy interview with Nia Long. Jeezy and Nia. Okay, two people say this. Conversation on Black relationships. I don't know what that is. Let me try and Google it. Let me see if it shows up. Y'all can see my in what is it called? First impression. Okay, this is hot off the presses 2 hours ago. Can there be a video? Okay, cool.
Does your
Mm, not an ad. I say as y'all done watch like 20,000 ads. Why is she okay? This thing is an hour. Nia Jeezy goes to a therapist. Is Nia Long a therapist? Let me just read this article. Nia Long is a prominent figure in Black cinema and Jeezy's new therapist, question mark. In a video posted by Jeezy's YouTube account promoting his latest album, I Might Forgive, but I don't forget, Long interviewed the rapper about past trauma and current struggles, including his recent divorce from television personality Jeannie Mai Jenkins. The hour-long conversation, released on November 7th, is like a productive therapy session. What with the Boys in the Hood actor asking about his feelings and considering ways to resolve his issues. You've given yourself grace and you've given yourself that space to grow and you've given yourself permission to self love. Then what happens when a man gets to the point where he's just like, okay, I'm filing for divorce? Despite her thoughtful question, Jeezy gave a pretty run of the mill answer. This has not been an easy journey, he replied. I can tell you that I'm sad. I can tell you that I'm disappointed. I can tell you that I'm uneasy. He filed for divorce from Mai in September after more than 2 years of marriage. The couple attempted therapy before he decided to end the marriage. Jeezy told Long, but again, God has put me on a different path, and that path is going to entail for me to take care of myself, to love myself, and to be in the best situation that I can. Thrive as someone who's been blah, 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 blah. What? Oh, so what's the T? They saying that Jeezy alluded to Jeannie cheated. Oh, in the interview. Thank you, because I'm like, hey, internet bestie, hi. Because I'm like, I'm not getting it. There ain't no way she cheated. I need the clip. Let me see the clip. Let me find a clip. Well, we all know that if you cheat on a man, I won't say that, but we know how men are when it comes to cheating. A man can cheat on a woman, but if a woman cheats on a man, oh, how dare you? I can never forgive. My heart. It'd be like, boy, you are fine. Nobody should cheat. Nobody should cheat. But has he never cheated before? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the guy. Maybe he's a nice guy. Maybe he was like, I don't cheat. I didn't cheat on you. Why are you cheating on me? But I also can't believe that I don't know this woman. I can't speak on her behalf. I'd be very curious if she did cheat, but that ain't my business. This is my problem. I'll be too busy trying to mind my business that I don't be in the tea. Okay, so what do y'all think? Um, did he share too much of their relationship? Is that what it is? Is that a mop or is that a flop? Like, any relationship discourse is an automatic flop for me. I feel the exact same way. Exactly. Exactly. You know how they were saying, oh my gosh, y'all, I saw the funniest TikTok um when the whole Jada Pinkett thing was going out because it's like I have learned all this information about Dwayne. I think somebody else said that in Dwayne. Is that his name? Yes, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, potential divorce. I have learned everything about that couple and Will and Jada against my will. I'm just scrolling on Instagram trying to get some inspo from the baddies, trying to, read my Bible verses, whatever it is. I don't care about no Will and Jada. Cause y'all know Will and Jada, like, just give it up. Y'all are tired. And Dagon, Gabrielle, and Dwayne, it's like, I love me some Gabrielle, so I won't speak negatively on her. But it's like I don't want to know about your relationship. If it's not as good as it seems, just let me pretend that it is, please. Just don't say anything, please. So yeah, relationship discourse is a flop. I'm gonna leave these celeb couples alone because it's too much. I agree. It's way too much. I would love to see what he had to say, but if she did cheat on him, I'm pretty sure he did feel some type of way. And he probably was like, I'm going to make it known that I'm not in the wrong here. Because I know a lot of people were saying, like, dang, she had a baby for you after she said she wouldn't have a baby and all this other stuff. But I mean, if you really love somebody, you wouldn't want their reputation to go bad. You don't think any relationships can survive in Hollywood. That's probably true. I don't think it's true. I think it's hard when both are in the public eye and like when your relationship is in the public eye. I just think that your relationship shouldn't be in the public eye. Heavy on the let me be delusional. Yes. What do you think of the Lori Harvey breakup? Do you think she should be idolized by women? Great question. She broke up. I don't idolize Lori Harvey. Excuse me? Absolutely not. Seems like a nice girl. Don't idolize her. Don't idolize anybody. No man on this earth. That's one, two, and three. I think that people are influenced by her and inspired by her, which is fine when it comes to just the fact that she's a desirable woman based off of the attention that she gets from men, and women want to be desired by men if that's her thing. And then also because she is fashionable, she is stylish, um, and she's a pretty girl. Now, what she does with her love life is also completely confusing to me. I don't know what she's doing. That's so like not random, but she's doing something completely different than like she's not dating normally. She doesn't date. Well, she is dating a guy. It's just not something that I'm used to. I don't really have a lot of opinions on it except for I wish she didn't do it. I wish she didn't do it the way that she did. I wish that she would mind like I wish we didn't know who she was dating every time. And I wish I knew why these men loved her so much. Like they just be so die hard for Lori. And I'd be like, what does she have that the rest of these women don't? I don't know. But I mean, I love that for her. Um, I love that she feels as though and probably can get any men that she wants. And I love that she doesn't feel like she has to necessarily like only date one person. Like, if I don't like him and I break up, I can go to somebody else and I'm not like, I'm young, I'm dating. I love that for her. But I think that's really all I think about the situation. I'm like, I don't really like I guess it kind of makes me look at her to be like, are you just dating around or are you, you know, is there something wrong with you? But that's also not my business. Like, I won't lose sleep at night if she is the problem and she's over here breaking people's hearts. Wish her the best. That's all I can say. Many people can't sit with themselves. Kind of sad. Yeah. Yeah. The in and out of the relationship. That's why I'm like, I don't really admire that. That's not something that I like. Definitely don't idolize that. Because what good is it if like you can get a man, but you can't keep him? You can get a man to fall in love with you, but I mean, and it's like I don't know if that's what she wants though. But so Hallie and DDG. Okay. Well, first of all, let me get y'all mop or flop. Well, I think we already flopped Jeezy because it's like let's not speak about our relationship in the public eye, even if we're famous. I think it would have actually been really nice. I admire when you see people in the long haul and you're like, oh my gosh, like you really did not speak negatively on your significant other, even though you guys are not together anymore. You just decided that you were going to respect her and that's what you did. And that would have been really nice for us to never know what have happened, to have never known what happened between them or even have alluded to it. For him to be like, you may have disrespected me privately or personally, but I won't publicly disrespect you because I loved you. And that's what I was going to say earlier. It's like, did you even really? I won't say that you didn't love her, but I would hope that his love for her would have been stronger than his pride because he just did that for pride to be like, it's not me, it's her. But you should have loved her enough to protect her, even though she hurt you. That's a hard thing to ask for, I know, especially if you are like genuinely hurt, but that would have been the thing that I would have admired and respect if I'm like, dang, like he never said anything because he actually loved her so much. He probably wouldn't have gotten that respect from me though, because I wouldn't have known. But I wouldn't have thought about it. I just would have been like, dang, like Jeezy probably just didn't want, Jeannie anymore. But that's what I think. Lori Harvey, drag flop, Hallie mop. Okay, so a lot of celebrities need PR because the things they do for attention or clicks is not translating to the general public like they expect. They definitely need PR, but I think that they know exactly how we are going to react to it, and so they do things like for that reason. I gotta go soon, y'all, because I'm actually starving. I didn't eat dinner. Um, yeah, I think celebrities know exactly what they're doing. So Hallie is a mop for me. Okay, and here's my problem. Y'all know I'm a YouTube girly, right? I've been watching YouTube for years. I watched DDG for years on YouTube. I'm not a fan, but I am a subscriber to like all 35 of his channels. So, you know, when you like somebody, you just be like, didn't see that, didn't see that. So I don't fully know everything that he's quote unquote like done to Hallie for people to like hate him. And I'm like, do y'all just hate him because like y'all think that he's like a, you know, a low ranking rapper? Because I don't look at him as a rapper. I look at him as a self-made millionaire through content creation who DDG is a flop. The way he publicly dragged and disrespected his exes was terrible. Yikes. I literally don't know what people are talking about, but I'm also choosing to remain ignorant because I've heard people say that. And I'm like, really? What did he do? Okay. And I literally just don't look it up. I don't know if that makes me problematic. I don't know. I just, I I just choose to like him. That's really what it is. I just choose to like him because I know from what I've experienced, like for a lot of I choose not to like them without even getting to know them. I'm like, you know, you're ignorant, you speak, you know, whatever, you treat women badly, whatever. But for him, I'm like, I've watched him enough to know, like, oh, he's actually a really good guy. He actually like is super funny and entertaining. He's extremely intelligent. He's hardworking. So I think that I like him, and I was really happy when I saw that he was with Hallie, and Hallie makes him very happy. So I know what happened with his previous exes, some of them. Um, I won't say that. I definitely fell off on DDG, but like I'll always like have remembered, like I have my first impression of him is like years strong. So anything that happens now, it's kind of hard because it's like I already have an impression of him. And that was even before like Kennedy. That was the last ex that I remember, and I don't remember him like really dogging her out in the pub. But I'm also like not on Twitter, so I don't know what he said negatively about these women. But this is the tea right here that Kendra said. It's the women getting pregnant in the peak of their career why people hate him. But she has choices also. He said and did things that a lot of people didn't like. He talked about being jealous of her kissing her co-star. Okay, so the Little Mermaid. Okay, so here's the thing. DDG is a troll. He literally is a troll. He literally is a troll. And it's like if y'all were really around back in the day when like he's similar to like a Logan Paul or a Jake Paul, where they just be doing things in order to get people's attention and reaction, in order to keep people watching, and we do, and we click. And then as people talk about him, they be like, oh, I kind of like this guy. Then they subscribe and he has more followers and it just grows and grows and grows. Everybody can't have integrity like me. I'm just kidding. I'm not, but I am. But I don't think that he doesn't have integrity, but I think that he knows how to play the YouTube game smartly for somebody like him, like a boy, you know, like who is like not necessarily messy, but like his whole girlfriend is the main character, the superstar of one of the biggest movies of the year. He like the fact that he even did a reaction video to the trailer. He was going to troll because yes, he could be like, "Oh, I love her so much. I'm so proud of her" the whole time, but that wouldn't make the news outlets. What takes you from just people on YouTube are talking about this to maybe now news networks are talking about it, putting slight little things in there? Is that really how he feels? No. Duh. That's how I feel. I'm like, I know that he doesn't actually feel this way. He doesn't actually, you know what I'm saying? But he's just doing this for kicks and giggles because he knows it's going to get him attention, which is going to make him more money, which is going to bring more attention. Like, he's trolling. Yes, celebrities trolling too much can give them negative backlash. Now, Doja Cat, oh, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. I'm not even going to speak on that woman. I get that. Definitely, like, for sure. trolling too much can like backfire, but like that's literally his MO. Like that's what he does. He trolls in order to like get attention. And so I don't think that I know he didn't genuinely mean like that stuff. Um the pregnancy allegations have made people feel away, but Hallie also has a childlike image, and that's the real tea. That's the real tea. It definitely is the fact that she's young, and also the fact that she's at her height of she's at the height of her career, and the fact that she's not married. You know what I'm saying? Like if she was married and in love, and this is my thing too, because I said since Jay-Z and Beyonce, which barely even counts because they got married and then it was like, by the way, we've been married for years. We have not really been able to I don't say we haven't been able to have. Maybe there are some, but it's hard for me to think of a couple. Comment if you can think of one where it's like, yes, y'all are both famous, but y'all met, y'all dated, y'all fell in love, y'all got married, y'all were married, y'all had babies, y'all stayed together, you had another baby. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's nobody who has like this fairy tale trajectory. It's you're together, rumors you're together, you got pregnant. You're together, you cheated. You never were together, like you have babies. Like I dated this person. It's like it's so much mess, mainly in the music industry. I think maybe actors maybe have a better, I don't know. But can you guys think of like a celebrity couple, especially black ones that are like wholesome? I think I put oh, hopefully it comes off. I need to get a coasters. This is making a little mess. But yeah, that's how I feel. I think that we still, or at least for me, I'll say how I feel about it. If she is pregnant, I would feel some type of way because I'm like, dang, I don't want you to be pregnant at this point in time in your life. Because I think that you are at the, peak of your career and you are young. And I would prefer for you to be like, not necessarily, I would prefer for her to be married in like that stage of life before like having a child. But I also understand that like money wise, it doesn't matter. Like she's got the money, so it doesn't matter. She has the help to take care of the things. It's like, and I think that Kiki Palmer has been a great example of that as how your career could actually heighten by through pregnancy. I think Hallie is different than like Sexy Red, which I don't know nothing about that woman either because I'm not her demographic, but I do understand that she's also pregnant, which is kind of just like, what is happening in the world? Um, but yeah, I understand people, I guess, being upset, but it's not like we said, it's not DDG's fault fully, completely that she's pregnant. It takes two to tango. So is it DDG and Hallie is a flop? Or is it just that DDG is a flop? Because if that's the case, he's not a flop. He's a mop because he's doing exactly what I expect for him to do. He's going to troll on the internet to get more attention. He's going to have sex with his girlfriend and I guess not wrap it up or whatever the case is. So personally for me, I'm biased and I'm not gonna say it's a mop because I don't want her to be pregnant, but it's not a flop. So it's like mop-ish. That's how I feel. Any last thoughts on our spill the tea segment? Okay. I literally thought we were going to get this like whole thing done in an hour, but I guess I was kikiing so much in the beginning. So the last it's not our last segment, but one of our next segments is called the peer mentorship segment. So this is where we're going to do like a mentorship moment and get into the heart of what this community is all about, which is peer mentorship, because we are here to support each other on our journey. So let's just jump right in. If you haven't already, or if you would like to, you can share your questions or challenges in the live chat, and I'll pick one, read it out loud, and we can all work together to help out our fellow sister or brother. So let's start off with our first question. Let's see if we have one on Instagram. Which one do I want to do? Okay. So somebody wants to know, I won't say her name just in case she doesn't want it to be shared, but I think this is a really easy one that we can all like add things to, is how to choose between programs. So because we're all super smart here and we have a million degrees, we probably have all had that experience before where we are either A, lucky enough to be accepted into multiple programs. You guys know I had the situation last year where I was trying to choose between two programs and I was like, pros and cons, which one? Or when you are applying to programs, you're trying to decide like which ones do I even which ones do I even apply for, or do I choose to apply to, because applying can be expensive. You want to make sure that you are um not applying to a place that you ultimately don't want to go to. Why is my boss messaging me at this hour of the night? Well, she's not messaging me, but she is commenting on my research project. Anywho, I definitely say that you have to listen to your spirit, because the Holy Spirit is inside of you and it will lead you and it will guide you. And the world will tell you to listen to your gut. That's listening to your Holy Spirit. Because I can tell you that I had a deep, strong feeling and knowing of when I'm supposed to be somewhere and when I'm not supposed to be somewhere, when I'm supposed to say yes, when I'm not supposed to say yes, when I'm supposed to go somewhere, when I'm not supposed to go somewhere, I'm supposed to ask somebody to list, vice versa. Like, just keep going on. Like, I know I'm just kind of like, I just don't feel good about this. If I go about this, and I literally will find things to support my cause. Now, obviously, if you're looking for negativity, you're going to find it. But DDG is a flop. I agree. LOL. I definitely think that you should do your research, and when things pop out to you and make you feel some type of way, good or bad, listen to that. And also talk to people who've been through the program, and especially if it's a program that's supposed to take you to the next level, whether it be to get to a career, to get to a job, if you have to take a test. Talk to the people who were there before you to figure out if it actually is what you think it's going to be. Do people who do this program end up matching into residency? Do they end up passing their NCLEX? Do they end up getting jobs directly afterwards? Do they end up getting their research published? Like, what is it that you want from this program, and are people actually being successful after the program? Because you know that if you've ever reached out to me and asked me about one of them degrees up on that wall, I can tell you something about each one of them schools that you probably didn't expect based off of what's like currently on the internet. But if you ask an actual person, I can give you a personal experience. I did do that for Meharry. I talked to multiple people. I had Spelman sisters who were literally in the program who had just got accepted like months before and were talking to me like, girl, you should do this program. And I had people who were currently in medical school at that medical school who did the program. I talked to many MHS students. And so I think that ultimately, like, I had a good understanding of like what I was getting myself into. I think so. And no, I have no regrets. I definitely, absolutely trust my gut. I made the right decision. So that would be my advice if you are choosing between programs, to really like do not just do your research when it comes to like this school versus that school. Like, pros and cons lists are great as well, but trust your spirit inside of you, and definitely reach out to other people who have also been to the program to know whether or not you will actually benefit from the program that you are leaning towards, or that you ultimately want to choose. Anybody has anything else to add? Now is the time. I kind of move this quickly because I'm like, child, we've been here all day and all night. The last one that I'll do for this peer mentorship session is somebody wants to know how to maintain/build relationships with others. And that's good because it can really, this could be with so many different things. I will say this, which is really easy to do. something like, for example, when I joined Mahogany and I was first like with my line sisters, and I was like, dang, there's like 7 other girls, 8 of us all together, 7 other girls. I want for me to have a personal relationship with each one of these girls. I don't want for them to be like, oh, like, yeah, we're sisters, but I don't really know you like that. And so I made it a personal goal of mine to make personal connections with each one of them in order for me to build a personal relationship with each one of them. I think that a lot of times you may be in spaces where you're introduced to people and you may like know them in passing, but you have to actually do the work to make sure that you are having a relationship with them, whether that be finding similarities, being there for them, celebrating them, talking to them about things that like aren't that you aren't talking to the whole entire group about. And sometimes that will come naturally. You may be like, oh, well, you're the only one here who's also an only child. How do you feel about it? We can keep key about this, or we can laugh about this, or you can give me advice about this, or you can help me out with this, or just little things like that. So, and I found that my relationship with all of my sisters is different because of that, because of the different ways that I was able to build my relationship, because I didn't just like focus or lean on the group. I made sure that I did one-on-one time with people. And I would definitely recommend that for not only building relationships, but also maintaining it, because I think that if I didn't have that one-on-one relationship, I wouldn't be able to then like when I come to Atlanta, like reach out to Gabby and be like, hey girl, like I'm in town. Can I come over to your apartment and say hi and like hang out, or like let's go to lunch? It doesn't always have to be like, hey, like all of us need to get together as sisters. Like we don't have to if we all can't do it. I still have a relationship with each one of my individual sisters. So oh, we also have a comment from the last peer mentor question, which was learning to trust your gut is key. Make a choice and stand firm in your decision. You'll learn to navigate through bumps as you go. Hashtag life. I know that's right. Hashtag life. And I will add on to that to say too that like, I think when you really learn to like when you learn that navigating life and having like to trust the decisions that you've made, like once you've made a decision to stand on it and trust it, that's when you won't have any regrets. So that's why when you previously asked the question like, do I wish that I went to a different school? I don't wish that, because I chose to stand firm in the decision that I made. I did a lot of research. Like I said, I did a lot of soul searching. I literally prayed and fasted before like making the decision. And so I know that regardless of however this year turned out, or however the other year, or how the same year could have turned out if I made a different decision, this is where God wanted me to be. And so I have a lot of peace with my journey, because I understand that life is going to have ebbs and flows and navigate differently, and that ultimately, if this didn't happen, it would have probably been something worse that the Lord didn't want for me. So that's how I feel about it. And yeah, but to go back to the other question or the other statement about building and maintaining relationships, it's really just about finding different connections with people and reaching out to them. And once you reach out to somebody consistently enough, they know that you're a person who they can reach out to, or vice versa. Once they realize that you are reaching out to them consistently, they will think of you. And if they like you, they will start reaching out to you. And that is how you can like build a relationship more than just a person that you see, walking by, or like a person who's a part of a group and things like that. So, yes, girl. I feel like we already did. The last section is called community cheerleading. I feel like we already did that, where we grabbed our pom poms in the beginning and we were just giving shout outs to the different people in the community and acknowledging all of your significant contributions to the world as beauty and brains uh, women and men. So I just really believe that celebration is liberation. And I'm so proud of you all. Again, you guys are so amazing. I'm proud of you all for not only doing your amazing things, but also celebrating everybody else in this chat and in this community. If you have anything else that you want to share, nothing is too small. You can leave a comment in the chat and then we can celebrate all the fantastic things that you guys are doing. Let's see if there's any here. And if you guys, again, are not following me on Instagram, make sure that you are. Ooh, a nice little date with your boo thing. Shout out to all y'all out there dating with your boo things. I love that. I'm glad that you have gotten to a new level and you feel happy and secure with him. That is definitely a win if I've ever heard of one. Y'all, I'm hungry. I've got to eat. I've got to eat. So we're going to go ahead and end this live. I hope you guys enjoyed the first community time. Again, thank you all for joining me and being such an incredible community. Until the next community time, keep supporting each other, stay inspired, and stay beautiful in mind and spirit. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys next week, 7 p.m. on Wednesday, here on this YouTube channel. Goodbye, community. Love you guys. I'll see you next time.